Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 74 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Chiefs nothing. Jake Elliott.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football, as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Hey, 57. Yellow.
Mahomes going to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there. They were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Pacheco is in. Touchdown, Chiefs. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for the Eagles. First down.
Play action. Here's Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now, they matched their opponent's pick six from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
And he'll bring it up here right at the 40-yard line. 95 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Throwing is Hurts.
Second and 6.
Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Let's go. First down. A gain of 14. First down, Eagles.
73. 73.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now second and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
63.
Second and 3.
Hurts.
At the Chiefs' 35-yard line.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Broken tackle. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Eagles, first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts, 26 yards. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Smith now to return. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Mahomes now to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Rice. Push it. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice, 85 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying the ballgame here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 113 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Gets this to Saquon Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Hurts to throw. As he throws there, incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
And 10 yards to go.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Elliott is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
15. Yellow.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. And that's going to be incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw here. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. They'll drop to throw. Hurts fumbles it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
A big gain on the play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
First down.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
63.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
2nd and a yard at the 10-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Chiefs 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Now he's free at the 35. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick-6.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes,
and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
And inches at the Chiefs' 6-yard line.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Eagles first down.
Barkley will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yellow. Fire down these two. Fire down these two.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice with his second touchdown of the afternoon. Mahomes will throw for it. And the Chiefs get it. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting. Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. Barkley inside handoff.
Down the left sideline.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 39 yards.
And the Eagles are able to widen their advantage.
Elliott good on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Chiefs, 27. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Now here's Mahomes.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And now here's another interception.
Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own
5-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use.
And he's going to be brought down, but the double pass worked to perfection. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So from 135 all the way over to the other, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and goal, Philadelphia.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
The pass. Intercepted.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Elliott on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Shifts by him.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is...
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.